Good evening. Good evening, hello, welcome. Welcome to the world premiere of The Woman King. Yes! My name's Cameron Bailey, I'm the CEO here at TIFF. I want to welcome you, I want to thank you all for coming. I think it's going to be a very special night. We want to extend a sincere thank you and a greeting to the sponsor of tonight's screening and one of our major partners, RBC Royal Bank. And on behalf of Dave Mackay, President and CEO, welcome to all of the RBC guests here tonight. Thank you for coming. I also want to thank our lead and major sponsors, Bell, Bulgari, and Visa, for their continued support. Big thanks also to our major public supporters, the Government of Canada, the Government of Ontario, Telefilm Canada, and the City of Toronto. And a reminder, this film is eligible for our most important prize. That is the People's Choice Award. That's the award you vote for, so do not forget to vote. You can do that by going online to tiff.net/vote. Big thanks to Sony Pictures Releasing Canada and Sony Pictures Entertainment for providing us with this film. They've been great partners of ours for many, many years. And speaking of many years, my first year as co-director of the festival was 2008. And in 2008, in this very theater, we had a movie that we premiered called The Secret Life of Bees by director Gina Prince-Bythewood. Beautiful, beautiful film, incredible cast, and we were so pleased to have her here. She was back in 2014 with another terrific film called Beyond the Lights. She's, of course, also the director of one of my favorites, Love and Basketball, if you've seen that one, and most recently, The Old Guard. And what you will find in the films of Gina Prince-Bythewood is that she puts Black women at the center of the screen. And in Hollywood movies, we still don't see that enough. She also does it with style, with pace, and with real conviction as a storyteller. And with this film, she is making something brand new. We've not seen this before from a Hollywood movie. This is a true original. It's a one-of-a-kind story. It has to be seen on the big screen. I think it's epic. And my God, this cast. You're going to see them in a moment, but it includes John Boyega, Sheila Atim, terrific up-and-coming actor, Lashana Lynch, same, Thuso Mbedu from South Africa, amazing, and of course, the legend Viola Davis. So I want to ask you to join me in welcoming to the stage the director of The Woman King, Gina Prince-Bythewood.
Thank you, guys. I've been in this game 25 years now, which means I've been in a sustained fight for 25 years to be able to tell the type of stories I want to tell. Viola Davis today, our incredible cast, did this beautiful Twitter interview, and Viola said it perfectly. As a Black female artist, every time I go in a room with a script, it feels like I'm hustling for my worth. This is my absolute favorite festival because you all love movies, you love film. And you embrace all films. This is my third time at TIFF, and I have Cameron Bailey to thank for that. Cameron, you've always seen my value, you've always seen my worth, and I'm grateful for that. Thank you. To be a mother and a director takes incredible balance that I don't always get right. but it also takes incredible sacrifice. I want to thank my husband, Reggie Rock, for his unconditional support always. And I want to thank my two sons, Cassius and Toussaint. I'm sincerely grateful to you guys for letting me live my dream. And I hope that you see in me a mother who pushes you to do the same. This film, man, I just feel so grateful to be able to go on this journey with it. It took on a life of its own. It's a world, it's characters, it's a story that we've never seen before. And as a filmmaker, that is hella exciting to do. I want to thank Tom Rothman, Josh Greenstein, and Nicole Brown at Sony. I want to thank E1 for trusting the vision, for being in the fight with us, and giving us space to be bold, fearless, and create one hell of a ride. This journey is filled with incredible artists and warriors, and I want to start with the producer and star of this, Viola Davis. I want to introduce two. I want to introduce two more of our producers, Kathy Schulman and Julius Tenen. When we all set out to make this movie, we knew that we needed incredible warriors to come along with us. Our cast, I can never speak enough about incredible warriors, incredible people, and I'm eager to introduce them all to you. I'm going to start with Thuso Mbedu. Sheila team. Lashana Lynch. John Boyega. We also have more of our incredible cast who's in the audience. When I say your name, if you can rise up for it. We have Hero finds Tiffin.
Hero!
Jordan Bolger. Jamie Lawson.
Yeah!
Adrian Warren. Masali Baduza. Thuso. I don't want to butcher her name. I don't want to butcher Max's name.
Oh. Magoto M.
Wanda Banda. Chioma Umela. Sia Makakane. And Siv Negesi. And lastly, going on this journey, obviously cannot do it alone, and we had such incredible department heads of incredibly passionate people who helped realize this vision, gave as much as everybody up on stage here. So we want to honor y'all, so if you can stand, please. Dana Stevens, a writer. Gersha Phillips, costume. Terrence Blanchard, incredible score. I'm going to say your names together because that's how we always address you. Zoe and Eugene, our choreographers.
Yes.
Sarah Bennett, visual effects supervisor. We have Polly Morgan, our DP. Gabriella McLean. She was our trainer, nutritionist for these ladies. I'm surprised they're cheering. And lastly, we have now done 5 movies together, 2 pilots, videos, wedding videos, everything. My road dog, Tara Lene, Shropshire editor. You're closing it out? Oh, damn it.
Go on, man.
Well, I'm going to quote my makeup artist who's in the audience somewhere. And what he said before I came here is, he said, everything that you ever wanted is on the other side of fear. And you know what? I feel like my entire life, I have allowed myself to be defined by a culture. I have allowed myself to be defined by the naysayers. I was dropped in the middle of a profession that is all about deprivation. And so a lot of times you just allow other people to define you. And at 56 years old, I have come to the realization that I can define myself. This film is for the risk takers. I love you too. But this film is for the risk takers. This film is for the people who maybe even are the naysayers, who didn't ever believe that Black women, especially dark-skinned women, can lead a global box office, can open a film. This film is for the Thusos, the Lashanas, the Sheilas, the Adrians, the Siomas, the Jamies, the Sias, the Masalis, the Black women who are out there on the periphery just waiting for the conduit, a vehicle, to shine your beautiful and glorious light. And I am proud to be a part of that, really am. I said that this film was my magnum opus. But it's my magnum opus because it's everything that I ever dreamed it could be, that we can be humanized. We could be all of those things. But it's also for my 6-year-old self that I sort of left prostrate on the ground in Central Falls, Rhode Island. The little girl who was traumatized, the little girl who was called ugly, the little girl who was not seen, who was left invisible. I see you, Viola. And I see every little chocolate girl who is like you. And I'm telling you to stop running. This is my gift to you. And I believe that when we open this gift tonight, I think it's for all of your enjoyment. Thank you.
Gina, let him have it.
And lastly, we'd like to introduce the woman who runs TriStar, who believed in all of us, Nicole Brown.
Woo!
All right, y'all, enjoy the film.
Enjoy.
Good evening, everybody. Wow, what a film. My name's Anita Lee. I'm the Chief of Programming here at TIFF, and I'd like to bring out Gina Prince-Bythewood, the director. Woo! Let's give Gina a hand. And we've got a full cast joining us. I don't know the order in appearance, but we do have Viola Davis, who will be joining us. We have Thuso Mbedu, Lashana Lynch, Sheila Atim, John Boyega, and producer Kathy Schulman, writer Dana Stevens, producer Julius Tenen. So, yes. Thank you. So, I know that when I first saw the film, I was absolutely speechless. And I'm sure many of you are. Please take a seat. But we've got the cast, and here's your opportunity to ask questions. But I'm just going to begin with the first question to Gina, which is, how did this project come about? I'm sure that's something that everybody wants to know. So original and bold and unexpected and just dazzling.
Well, I'm actually going to pass this to Viola because I was lucky enough to be brought on by Kathy and Viola and Julius.
Well, it came to me through Maria Bello, who wrote the treatment for it. And in 2015, I received an award at the Skirball Center in Los Angeles and at National Women's History Museum. And she presented me with the award, but instead of presenting me with the award in sort of the normal fashion, she pitched the story of Nanisca and the Woman King to the audience. And she ended it by saying, "Wouldn't you want to see Viola Davis as a Woman King?"
Yes.
Went wild.
And everybody cheered and cheered and cheered, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then it started from there with Kathy coming on board, and it was a 7-year journey of finding a studio, finding the actors, finding the director, finding the budget. A 7-year journey of really blood, sweat, and tears, wouldn't you say, Kathy, Julius? Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, but ending in a great place tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'm going to go directly to questions because I want to give the audience an opportunity. So hands, if you could just rate right there. Yes. So the question is, what research was this based on?
It was based on the research of the Agojie, which were called the Amazon, not Nzinga. And there is literally one book out there called The Amazons of the Black Sparta. And I think all of us read that book. Fortunately and unfortunately, we used it as a reference. And I say unfortunately because there was a lot of sort of referencing the Agojie as bestial and ugly and looking like men. So, but we crossed that part out. I know I did. We started from there. And then Jaimin Hansu, who is from Benin, West Africa, which was Dahomey, he has a documentary out that sort of, paves the whole history. And Lupita Nyong'o has a documentary, the BBC, and that basically was it. I tried to soak up every single documentary about the Vodun, about, then I, went into the women of Rwanda, the City of Joy, that documentary out there, which is based in the Democratic Republic of Congo. I tried to take whatever was out there about African women who had survived war, because a lot of them had been sexually assaulted and in brutal ways, because that's all we had. That was my research. And I can't tell you how many documentaries I saw. I kept calling Thuso, unfortunately. I said, I'm gonna call Thuso. And then sometimes she wouldn't call me back. And I said, did you see this? This. Sort of every aspect of the movie I researched. Yeah.
Wonderful. Another question right there, yes. I'll take this one and we'll go up there.
Thank you.
I'll start with the first question in terms of, did we struggle with the number of themes? Everything starts with the script. Dana Stevens wrote an incredible script. And then it was about, when I came on, me bringing my vision, my lens to it. And then when we cast this incredible group, they brought their thoughts, their backstories, their lens to every character. We didn't want to limit this film. We wanted to have every character have a beautiful arc, a beautiful story. We wanted to show their humanity, the fullness of these characters. So it was, let's shoot everything.
Thank you. There was somebody up there that I promised. Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
What is my message? That you're worthy. You know, everything starts with worth. And I think that there is a continual message in our culture that we are not worthy. Our numbers far surpass anyone else. We are 246% more likely to die giving birth. 75% of women who are sex trafficked are young black girls. If you are raped before the age of 18 and you're a black female, you have a 68% chance of it happening again. There is a sense that we are the leftovers. And what I continue to say is, I want to do for young black girls what Miss Tyson did for me when I was 7 years old. She was a physical manifestation of a dream, and she came to me through a broke-down television set in a dilapidated apartment in Central Falls, Rhode Island. And what she delivered to me was something that can't even be quantified in words. That's what I would give to young black girls. That, you know what? I think I said it today at the Twitter event, is what the caterpillar calls the end of the world, the master calls the butterfly. That's what I would give to them. And this movie is a gift to them.
Thank you. Yes, right here. We're going to go with a question right here first. Yes.
Thank you.
A question right here, yes.
Sorry, we're all just looking at you because we know these people. The wonderful Janelle was a stunt performer and trainer for this project, so I just want to shout her out. That's why we're all just looking at her with our mouth open, like, huh? Well, seeing as I've started talking, I'll go first. I was drawn by the breadth of vision that the script had. I couldn't believe that I was reading something that had been enriched with so much detail, so much ambition. so much desire to show everything. Like Gina said earlier, it was like, we're gonna get all of this in as much as possible in 2 hours and 5 minutes. And it really is rare to read scripts like that. It's rare to, particularly as a Black woman, it's rare to read scripts where you feel like there is gonna be a, rounded and detailed and in-depth exploration of you and your characters and the world that your characters inhabit. And so that's what really drew me. It wasn't, I loved playing my character Amenza. I loved reading her, but actually the script as a whole, all of the other characters as well, is what made me want to be involved. I wanted to play alongside these people. I wanted my character to inhabit the same world the other, fantastic, interesting characters were inhabiting as well. So I can't stress enough how much scripts like that do not fall into your inbox every day, if not every year, if not every 5 years. So that's me.
For me, I would say it was, your amazing letter, Gina, and then getting an email from Viola Davis. Like, the VD came up and I nearly, it was surprising. But it honestly felt like a call to action. I was at a stage where I didn't recognize the face of my career. I didn't understand acting. I wasn't in love with it as much as I used to. The career that launched me into such peace and into feeling so connected with my art now had a strange face. And it was the pandemic and all that kind of stuff. And I know we were all at home trying to figure it out. And then this email came. And it felt like a call to action. And it also felt like Gina had looked into my personal life and felt like, because of the love that I have in my family, for my people, my family, especially for the women in my family, that I'd be suitable to come and play this role. And coming on set, I saw dedicated young actresses just going hard in the gym, going hard at their craft. And for me, it was just an inspirational environment to be around. And from reading the pages, I already knew that this is going to be an epic story. And if you've got Viola Davis attached, if you've got, Thuso Mbedu, if you've got Lashana Lynch, if you've got Sheila Atim, there's a budget. There's a budget. So we came down.
I'm a mess, firstly. I'm a mess after watching that. I can't quite put my words together. The fact this film was even made, yeah, thank you. I'm scratching my head. So to have a director who you admire, to have in your inbox, Gina Prince-Bythewood would like to speak to you directly about a role that she's thinking of you for, is, no, I'm not crying, I'm not crying, I'm not doing it. It's a very special moment that I will hold very dear throughout my whole career. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for seeing me and seeing different parts of me that many filmmakers have not seen personally, in me, my spirit. It doesn't happen often for a filmmaker to just see that. And in talking to you, hearing John speak this week, just about I would be a twig, like I'd be a tree, I'd be whatever we need to be in this film, just to be part of it.
I'll be your tears.
Even if it wasn't a Zogi, I would come for a day and just watch, just to experience this creation. I just wanted to say that I'm not really adding too much to this Q&A. I just to have a filmmaker see the inside of you and not see just the work you've done, to actually see what you're capable of, and to give you the opportunity to tap into different parts of your body through doing stunts. That's really, really empowering. So that's it. Thank you.
I know everybody wants to hear from you.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Hey guys. So I first heard of the story of the project in October 2019. Having had a conversation with Mr. Julius Tenen, absolutely fell in love with just the concept of the story that was being told and the fact that I knew nothing of it, despite the fact that I'm African. And so, cut to last year's. Was it March? April. I had the chance to audition, and Gina was in the very first session, which was because it's usually just you and the casting director. And so now I have to be professional and just not show that I'm fangirling while performing. And you know this, at the end of the audition, Gina wished me luck for my career. So I was devastated. I was like, it means I didn't get it. It's yeah, let's start going for a job interview, and then they say, good luck with all your other interviews. What does that mean, I was really sad, but it was okay. And then they sent me the script. Again, everything was on the page. It made no sense to not work as hard as I possibly could for this role, and they told me then that I'd have a meeting with Viola about it just to discuss this, that, and the other. And she popped up from her trailer while shooting The First Lady. Beautiful, amazing, creative conversation. And then I had a fitness test to determine whether I could do my own stunts. Nerve-wracking, because I don't work out like that. But Danny was amazing. Danny Hernandez, our stand coordinator. Woohoo! I'll take it. Yeah. And then I had the test shoot. I had quite the process. But I enjoyed every single step of it, and here we are. Thank you guys for the question.
Thank you. I've got to wrap it up, but I'm going to take one more question right in the front right here. Yes.
Well,
The question is, why are we not seeing more diverse stories? And over to you.
listen, I think it's a thing where, these stories are out there, and I think you have to have courage to bring those stories forth and take them out to, you birth them into life, and then you take them out, and then you try to sell them. And I think we're in a period of time at this moment. Sometimes it always felt like it was a moment, and every 10 years something would seem like it kind of happened, and it was a retraction. I think now people are thirsty to see these stories and see these stories about different cultures all over the world. And so I think us being courageous as a group and believing in this project for the 7 years and working hard, it always starts with the big C. And then you just have to take it out, and then you have to find the partners who finally believe in something like this and want to take a chance on it. And these things have to perform well. So people have to go see these kind of films for people of color so that we can have the opportunity to tell more of these stories. These stories don't cost a little bit of money. They cost a good amount of money. So if they perform well and we have the courage to take them out, then I think that we'll see more and more of these kinds of stories told, because they deserve to be. And we're certainly proud that we were able to push this across the finish line and get it told and to bring it to you.
Thank you, and we are so proud at TIFF to bring the world premiere of Women King. Good night, everybody.